Every morning before sunrise, the janitor walked through the tall glass doors of Helix Tech Inc. He wore a faded uniform, his hands calloused from years of scrubbing floors and fixing broken lights. Most employees passed him by without a second glance. Just the cleaning guy. Nobody knew his name. Nobody cared. But what they didn't know was that he owned the entire building. When new interns whispered in the break room, "Who's that old guy with the mop?" the managers chuckled, "Just someone who's been around forever." Forever indeed. 37 years ago, a young immigrant named Ibrahim Khalil stepped off a bus with $20 in his pocket and a dream too big for his broken English. He applied for dozens of jobs. Got laughed out of offices. Until one kind-hearted soul offered him a janitorial position at a small, struggling tech startup. He took it, not because it was his dream, but because he had no other option. But he watched. And learned. Every day. As he swept the floors of conference rooms, he listened to board meetings. As he emptied trash bins, he read thrown-away project drafts. As he mopped up spilled coffee, he taught himself code from scraps left behind. He didn't have a college degree. But he had obsession. Discipline. Grit. One night, he noticed a nervous young engineer crying in the hallway. Her startup idea had been rejected again. Ibrahim sat beside her. Quietly. Then he offered to invest $500, nearly all the money he had. She refused at first. But he insisted. "I don't have much, but I believe in people who don't quit." That $500 became $50,000 when her app took off. He invested again. And again. Over the years, Ibrahim quietly backed underdogs. Founders who reminded him of himself. He never asked for the spotlight. Just a fair share. And their word. By the time he was 60, Ibrahim owned shares in 12 startups, 4 of which were later acquired by giants like Meta and Google. But he never left the janitor job. Why? Because mopping floors keeps me humble. And keeps me close to the people who get overlooked, like I was. One morning, Helix Tech announced a major acquisition. $1.3 billion. Champagne popped in the boardroom. But when the news broke that the largest shareholder was the janitor they'd ignored for years, the entire company froze. The CEO stammered. Interns dropped their coffee. The HR director Googled Ibrahim Khalil for the first time. He walked into the meeting room, same old uniform, and simply said, "I built this company with you. You just didn't see me. Because you were never looking." Now, Ibrahim Khalil runs the Ground Up Fund, investing in first-generation immigrants, high school dropouts, single moms, janitors, and dreamers. People no one bets on. And yes, he still sweeps the halls of Helix Tech once a week. Why? Because in a world full of suits, someone has to remember what it's like to walk in broken shoes. Moral? Never judge someone by their uniform. The man pushing the mop might just be writing your next paycheck.